That's right, Rolando. Rick wins.
All right, so we're back with you here. So Rick and Tom Zippler are getting ready to play. Then the loser of this match will play the winner of Rick and Zippler. Then the winner of that match will play the winner of this match. I think I said all that correctly.
Yes, you did.
And I don't need no fucking bracket chart to help me with that. That's just... It's a pretty good, good start for the match here. And we'll do our best to keep you guys updated on what's going on with Rick and Tom Zippler. Josh doesn't have his headphone or his mic on right now, but I'll ask him to get his opinion. Rick and Tom, what do you like? All right, so I'm going to disagree with Josh again. I'm going to say Rick's going to pull this out.
I think I'm going to have to side with Josh this time, and I'm going with Tom. How about in our hot seat match here? Who do you like, Brandon or Scott?
They both struggled a little bit coming into it. Brandon looks pretty focused. Not that Scott doesn't. I got to go with the local.
I agree.
Or more of the local.
Yeah,
Not
I
exactly
agree.
local,
Definitely from Brandon.
Yeah.
And that was a little late coming back. Was that
But
a break
I
and run
do-
for Brandon to start this off?
Yeah. I do think Scott plays better when he plays better players.
I agree. I definitely agree.
I suffer from that as well. And to compare that to like Rick and Tom, I think Tom plays better against players that he's better than, and Rick, I would put in that same category. So I think the play here, you gotta shorten up this 2-ball and try and get the cue ball behind the 7-8. The other option is to go to the opposite side of the 2-ball and bring the cue ball down toward the bottom rail.
Now they're playing.
Oh, he actually went for the make and he hit it well.
Yeah, he hit that great. I agree. I thought he was looking for a safety. I didn't realize he was planting that ball.
The 7 doesn't look like it clears the 8 to me.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, so unless he wants to play short side of the 7 or the combination, he's going to have a tough out. He's in a position where he can run into the 8-9 if he wants to. So it looks like he's going to go for the... well, you think he's going to try and run into these? Or?
No, I think he's going to play the combination. No, actually, he might come across short side. Yeah.
Well, I hope he makes this, and I hope he runs out. And I hope they keep trading back and forth, because I want to see some good pool play.
Yes, I agree.
So now he's faced with, if he cuts it in the side, he runs into the wrong side of the 9-ball. But if he plays the bank, it's going to be hard to get enough energy for that cue ball to still stay above the 8.
Right.
The other option is to cut the 7 in the corner and just roll around the table.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way I would go here.
But that's a lot of cut. That's quite a bit of cut. Ooh, that's unfortunate. No, he's still got to shoot this, but that's going to make it 2-0 Brandon. And it's Brandon's break again, right? Brandon broke first, didn't he? I think so.
Yeah, it's Brandon's break.
You got to put old TV table scores, other table, when you always be able to see the scores and give up.
Well, Dylan, or actually I think you said that's Tim Spohr. We actually can see the score. The only thing is, I don't know who is leading 1-0. It's 1-0 between Molinaro and Zippler.
What he's saying is then when we switch to the other table, then you could automatically see the score for that table.
I realize that. I can see the washers on the table. I just don't know whose washer is which.
Why is it always got to be about you? Maybe they want to be able to see it.
They won't be able to see those either because the camera angle doesn't show them.
Some guys just miss the point. right? So between matches or whatever, if that score is at the other table in view of the camera, then when we switch, then you still get those updates.
You still don't know who has which number if you're not paying attention. Being able to see the washers gives you the same information those things do.
Well, we can make that assumption.
I can see the washers. The score's 1-0. I don't know who's winning. Those numbers.
Hey, thanks for starting an argument, Dylan. So he's going to push, and he's trying to leave him the edge to where he can't make it, but I think he might have creeped down just enough to where this ball can be thrown in.
I agree. I'm pretty sure he can make this ball.
Even though he didn't make it, I think he actually had room. He could have thrown that ball in.
Okay, Zippler is now up 2-0 over Rick Molinaro.
Yeah, I think Zippler might get that one. I'd like to see Rick win, though. I think Rick can do it. I think there is enough room that if he chooses to shoot this one ball, it can go past the 2. But the safe is going to be the right shot.
That would be a really tough cut.
Yeah. Who is that? Okay. It probably end up costing the same, right? Probably end up costing about the same.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to one-rail kick this ball. He's calling it in the corner. I think he's going to have to spin this ball a little bit. He's got a chance. If he makes the ball, he's got a chance to wind up behind the 10. This will make it 2-1. And whose break is it?
Scott's.
I know. I'm seeing how much difference it makes when it's touching the table. I get bored. It's like my fidget spinner. Yeah, I think I'm shaking both tables too about bouncing my leg in it.
Not too bad.
Yeah, that two of the one ball stayed together the entire time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Worked out, though.
Yeah, it did.
So Thomas says he would follow all day as well. I know that's a little bit late, Thomas, but he can't see the chat screen from where he's at. We only allow him certain access. Oh, okay. Never mind. He does have a chat screen on his side, too. Why don't you pay attention then, Dave?
Okay, it is now Zippler 2, Molinaro 1.
How about this one? Do you like to try to get straight and draw straight back, or do you like to leave yourself an angle and draw across the table?
I like the angle at least a little bit. I don't want to draw straight back because I don't want to shoot the 10 ball from off the rail, but I wouldn't want that much angle.
Oh, wow.
So now 3-1 Shuff with Shuff breaking.
All right, what do you guys recommend? What's on the menu today?
Oh, food-wise?
Yeah.
I just had pasta.
The bacon cheeseburger I had was pretty good.
Your cheeseburger did look
It smelled delicious. But I just got some Alfredo, so.
All right, Dave. The cheeseburger you just had or seafood skins?
Well, you're asking somebody who doesn't like seafood, so I'm definitely going to choose the cheeseburger.
All right, I need some help. Anybody to chat along? Should I get seafood skins or a burger?
I think you should get the seafood skins.
You're not in the chat. Get on your phone and type it in. If the funny thing is, he actually has a keyboard right in front of him that's he can type in.
But that is not my personal account. That is business account.
Yeah, the only way this salad's going to happen is if I get lettuce and onions on the burger.
All right, now you have a suggestion in the chat.
All right, so Thomas's vote doesn't count. Ball Slinger said seafood skins. What's Dave's nickname?
Triple jump. It's Dave Triple Jump Nangle.
triple
It
jump.
used to be, in which I think his best nickname was TBD.
To be determined.
Yeah,
Yes.
because in one of the tournaments that he had, he didn't have a nickname, and someone wrote TBD. Was it like Eric Yowers?
No, it was Andy Siegel.
Andy Siegel. He wrote TBD. And honestly, I think that's an amazing nickname.
Yeah, on the
I like it.
on the leaderboard, they had everybody's name written out: first name, nickname, last name. And on mine, they just left a big space
Yeah,
where
but-
the nickname would go, and so Andy wrote TBD.
Even
with
if
a
that
big
was for you, how did your name get on the leaderboard?
Hey, you're talking to a former world champion.
A little bit more angry one.
Yeah.
So I was going to get the seafood skins yesterday, and I was talking to the cheesesteak. And I don't mind the cheesesteak. It was definitely good. I'm leaning toward the seafood skins just since I didn't get them yesterday, though.
What the hell is that?
Chinese food boxes?
That's what I thought.
You know, the one Chinese food place that I used to get food from all the time stopped delivering during COVID.
That's because the animal shelter next to him closed down.
Dude, I don't care if I eat dog, cat, rat, as long as it tastes good.
Everybody else started delivering during COVID, and they stopped.
Well, that's what doesn't make sense. The one business that makes their living off of delivering food.
Actually, from what I noticed from, because I do deliveries, a lot of Asian restaurants closed. Like, there were 3 in Severna Park that used to be really busy. They all closed during COVID.
They got a bad name during the China virus episodes.
I know they were busy. Like, they were busy at the start of COVID, and then they were like, all right, we're closing down. They closed down for like 3-4 weeks. And then they decided to come back. They started again.
Weird.
Yeah. I was mad because I was making $50, $60 a day off each of them.
Okay, it is now 4-1, Brandon.
Oh, we are watching a match.
Scott Haas breaking.
Scottas. And you never asked who I liked in this match. I like Brandon.
You were eating.
Hey, Thomas, so have you knocked your dad out of a tournament yet?
He beat his dad in the finals of the
Did he?
Pennsylvania
Okay.
State
Nice.
9-ball
Nice.
a year or 2 ago.
So that's a yes.
Yes.
Massacred him. Went right through him. It might have been Hildo. Oh, don't do that.
I know I had you on one of my streams a couple years ago, and your dad knocked you out. That was here. At the time, you hadn't knocked your dad out of anything yet, though, I don't think.
So, are you going to get the seafood skins? The world wants to know. And so does your waitress.
have another vote for seafood skins from Met Monsters.
Isn't that Scott?
I thought I was on my other account.
Oh, okay. I had no idea who that was.
So you voted on a question that you asked. You are a Democrat.
So there's a meme floating around Facebook. Have you seen the movie The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
So, you know, the one famous line of that movie is like, sometimes I see dead people.
Yeah.
Then Bruce Willis says, what are they doing?
Voting.
Voting.
What does Met Monsters mean? Metropolitan.
Mason, Evan, and Tanner. It's pretty much all their sports.
Okay, Rick and Tom are tied 2-2 on the other table.
Who's winning?
You are.
Boom.
Okay, Scott has now voted both ways in the lunch poll.
But it's still 2-1. Seafood skins.
With one write-in for salad.
Yeah, third-party candidates never win, Thomas.
So the interesting thing, it does happen on a regular basis where people will vote one way, knowing there's not enough votes for it to go the other way.
That is correct, yeah.
I'll have, what do you think I should have, a burger or seafood skins?
Seafood skin.
Boom. I'll have seafood skins.
And Gigi has just decided he's having seafood skins.
The decision was already made,
I know it was.
but now she feels like she played an important role in that.
So
Yeah, but what if she had said
burger?
Then she would have been wrong.
That Alfredo was a bad idea. I want to take a nap. Can we get a vote going in the chat? Should I go take a nap?
You're late, Dylan. Seafood skins are already ordered.
And it was 3-2 anyway.
When important decisions need to be made, you can't hesitate. You just got to make the decision with the best information you have at hand.
Or just go with whatever your gut says, which you're hungry and you wanted seafood skins.
I might still get a burger.
Oh, you should have had the seafood topping on the bacon cheeseburger. They haven't made it yet. You can ask them to do that.
That actually goes really good on chicken.
You know what else goes good on chicken? Pretty much anything else. Like, chicken is the most bland and easy to manipulate. Yeah, maneuver and manipulate, because it's easy to cut, so you can maneuver it.
So what? More important question. What's he going to do with the 4 ball?
Well, he's got to get to the 3 first, but he's going to shoot the 4 on the side.
You don't think he just runs into this?
I think he's going to run into it on this show.
Well, now that he's that far out. But I really think he wants to shoot it in the side. Look, he even picked up the lint that he wants to ball at. It's like cheating, like slow.
He's doing his Johnny Archer impersonation.
And at least they're taking the rack off the table every time. But it's funny, you know, people do shit like that, pick lint up off the table, but leave that rack on the table the entire time.
Anytime I go to pick anything off the table, it's usually a piece of chalk.
Yes.
Other than that,
Hair. I can't stand having a hair on the table. And I know it doesn't affect the shot, but it's visual.
Hairs on the table don't bother me. Hairs on the cue ball, though.
See, hairs on the cue ball bother me, but not because it's going to affect my shot, except for the fact that when I shoot, I also try and take the hair off with my tip. Sometimes it throws the ball off.
Yeah, I don't think the hair is going to affect the shot, but visually it just distracts me looking at the cue when I'm looking to line up the shot.
Obviously trying to get all the way across, but there are worse places he could have not got to.
Yeah, no, he's still going to be fine. And he can shoot this ball 3 different ways and still be good on the 7.
Okay, Zippler has taken a 3-2 lead over Rick Molinaro.
Wow, that was unexpected.
Yes, I'm shocked. So it looks like it's going to be 5-2 Brandon, and it's going to be Scott to break?
Yes, Scott to break.
And that was a nice clean out. Not like it was anything difficult. But does he have enough momentum to get back ahead of this match? It's a long way to go.
No. Like, here's the problem. He could break and run every one of his breaks now. He needs Brandon to mess up on his breaks. And
this is true.
Brandon is the best player in here. Brandon's also the one that's been showing the most consistency with break and runs, breaking safes, holding serve. So I don't care how good you are, you go down 5-2 to a player like Brandon. It's extremely improbable that you're going to come back and win. Can it happen? Yeah, but I would love to see it. It'd be great for TV or streaming or whatever this is. But I don't think it's going to happen.
And not that there's been a whole lot of activity in the chat, but just a curiosity question. How many people are watching on a cell phone or an iPad or something like that, as opposed to how many people are watching on like YouTube TV or even a PC? If I had to guess, I think most are probably watching on a cell phone or something like that.
Tablet, cell phone. Most of the kids nowadays don't even have laptops. It's just tablets and phones.
Glad to see there's a first one on there is a PC. These cell phone people are slow.
No, PC only had to type 2 characters, cell phone's a lot longer.
Cell phones definitely have the convenience factor. But even if I'm watching at home, I still prefer to have it on my PC.
PC or television, yeah, definitely.
And he called a push. It definitely left him the edge of the one ball.
Left him more than the edge.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Are you watching live, Josh?
Well, with like a 3-second delay there, but when I go like this, yeah, I'm watching live. If I could just look around this monitor that had the whole thing, I could actually watch it. So while we're watching this, if anybody in the chat and Scott, would you like to hear a story of how stupid some gamblers are now?
Go for it.
Okay, so there's a guy in here. I won't mention his name, Ed, but me and him played in a tournament. He beat me in a tournament. It was I got up on him pretty good, and I ended up losing. I played bad. So he comes up to me like, "Hey."
Yes, Thomas. Go ahead, Josh.
Yes. He's like, "Hey, do you want to play some?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "We'll play 9 ball. I'll give you the 7 ball. We'll do race to 7 for 50." I was like, "All right, that's fine." So, 7 for 50. Yeah, I was like, okay. So we go over to start playing. We go from 7 for 50 down to 5 for 50, and instead of me getting the 7 ball, we're playing even. I was like, what changed between when you asked me and I walked over there and played? But I was like, all right, no, whatever. I'll give it a shot. So I beat him, and then I beat him, and then he wants to quit. I was like, well, do you want to keep going? He's like, no, I don't think I can beat you. I was like, well, do you want to switch to 8 ball? Because it was the 8 ball tournament that he beat me in. Do you want to switch to 8 ball? He's like, no, I want to beat you on 9 ball. I was like, do you want me to give you a spot? He's like, no, I want to beat you even. Well, do you want to keep playing? He's like, no, I don't think I can beat you. I was like, do you want me? I'll give you the 7 ball. He's like, no, I think I'm going to beat you even. So are we going to play anymore? He's like, nah, I don't think I can beat you. He's like, but I'll come back in later this week and we can play some more. I was like, even? He's like, yeah, I think I can beat you even. Are you leaving now? He's like, no, I'm going to stay around. I'm like, do you want to play some more? He's like, no, I don't think I can beat you. He's
110.
110, yeah.
Yep.
Good story, Josh.
It blew my mind. Do you thin off the right side of this ball? Left side of this ball?
No.
Do you bank it to the middle of the table and try and thin the cue ball up table?
Right side of the ball and try to...
Oh, do you just make it? Yeah.
It looked like he had like a blocked angle there. It's hard.
Yeah, I thought that ball was frozen
Yeah.
and he didn't have the angle to bank it. Do you cut this in the side and try and run into the 5 softly to get straight on the 3?
No, I shoot this like a finesse shot, and I spin bottom rail, side rail, shoot the 3 straight up in the corner.
If it's finesse, you're not going to be able to get to the bottom rail.
Yeah, you're drawing off of it.
But you can
Or,
just,
okay, top rail way.
you can just run into the 5 and get in the same spot. Like that.
Okay, then do that.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I don't know you could hit the top side of the 5. I thought he had I thought the angle was bringing him to the like on that screen on the closer side of the 5 to where he was standing.
Zippler is now leading Rick Molinaro 4-2.
Dawn, your boy keeps winning games. Not matches, but games. I picked Tom in that one, right? Yeah, you
Yes,
picked
you
Rick,
did.
and me and you picked Tom.
Yeah. He's shooting well. I mean, he had one bad rack really against Brandon, or else he'd be playing Scott right now.
Thank you, sir. Man, that's some service right there, boy.
I'll leave that one be. Service with a smile, getting your seafood skins, a massage.
I've been married long enough. I don't care who I get a back rub from, as long as my back gets rubbed.
I have never been married, but I have the same feelings.
I'm fairly certain you said the same thing yesterday
Yeah.
when Scott was rubbing your back.
Yeah, I don't care who it is. Keep going. You have a hole in your lip or chin or whole mouth.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get that in a minute.
Don't worry. What's Squeak Squeak's name?
Mr. Jingles.
Jingles will get it. Hopefully not right now. He doesn't like coming out with a lot of people here.
No.
And Brandon is on the hill. And it is his break. I like how he just walks around like he's never in a hurry for anything.
It's because he's not.
Methodically slow.
Deliberately passionate. If we're just throwing adjectives and stuff together.
I didn't just throw it together. There's actually thought put into that.
Uh-huh.
It's his style and his way of trying to stay consistent.
Sorry, you lost me for a second.
There again, I've been married long enough, so I got food in front of me. So, priorities.
That's why you lost me for a second. I also have priorities. Yeah, that 2 ball that he missed, none of us expected him to miss that. We all thought after that break he was just going to be able to run out and he was going to be playing in the hot seat match. But, you know, he definitely had the game to beat Rick. I mean, he's up 4-2. It might be 5-2 by this point. Or 4-3, because that's how games work. And after that, I mean, it looks like he'd be playing Scott. I love Scott. Both him and Thomas. I love the way both of them play. But he's definitely playing well enough that he can beat anybody in this
I'm
tournament.
Scott too. Do you love me?
I tolerate you. So, yeah.
Is now 4-3 Tom over Rick right now on the other table.
Well, that's 7 games, best of 7, right? I think Dawn would agree. Let's just say best of 7. He won 4-3. All right, let's move on. I'm acting like I got him in the Calcutta. How do you think he shoots this? With a cue?
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't like. I
He
don't
goes
like,
up and down.
Yeah, I don't like hitting this ball soft. I know, shocker, right? But just it squeaks out. No, it didn't.
Yeah, no, he's hooked. You might be able to see the one side of it, but he can't see enough of it to make it without.
Well, the good news is he can masse this ball, and the 6 ball's right there for the side.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to worry about getting back up table. And if he does make it, he'll have an angle where he can do. Oh, he's going 2 rails at it. I knew I liked him. I liked this shot. He hit that ball good. And now, since you're really feeling it, you fire this 6 ball in the corner and come 4 rails for the 8. Or you can just play the combo in the 9 inside. I honestly like shooting this ball in the corner.
I don't mind shooting in the corner either, but I just play with high left and just come back across toward the side pocket on the opposite side.
While that
I
is
just roll the 8 on.
while that is the smarter move, I always feel more comfortable the harder I hit a ball.
No shit.
You're welcome. He's going to bank it cross-eyed, isn't he, Thomas? He doesn't really feel comfortable about it, but he also has the knowledge knowing that even if he loses this match, all he has to do is win one more match, and he's right back. Yeah, he's playing safe. He got him right behind the 8.
It's a good play.
That's a really good shot. I didn't even see that. I'm just going to say he miscued. Ding, ding.
Travis thinks our audio sounds quiet.
Well, you're one of the loudest people that I know, so of course we sound quiet to you.
So, Travis, you think the audio sounds quiet? I would suggest turning your volume up.
That's the exact same thing I told him.
Now, if you're relaying that message from Tony, we will fix the volume. Not really much we can do, though. I mean, we're pretty high up on our volume scale.
If anybody else thinks the volume's low, let us know. We'll try to fix it. Anybody else? Anybody other than Travis?
Or Travis's alternate account that could say, yes, it's low. Oh, more importantly, Thomas, Dylan, Dawn.
And Travis, by the way, we do value your opinion. We'll take it into consideration when we do nothing.
How's the sound?
You go up and down, or you slow roll it?
I have to go up and down.
Dave?
Yeah, definitely go up and down.
You slow roll it.
I think so. I play this with touch it inside.
Yeah, Travis. Dawn said it's fine. She's prettier than you are, so we're going to listen to her. See, now this is where a good story comes in. If you're down 6-2, this happens to you.
Jesus.
What happened?
No, I looked away when
Oh.
he shot the shot. I just saw when he left himself.
He's
Hey.
gonna kick the 8 in, get out.
I'm sure 2/3 of this table would say Marty Carey.
Actually, I wouldn't, just because of how much of a cut it is on the 8.
Oh, come on, Dave.
He's just going to kick this ball in, get out, and then in the next couple games, Brandon's going to break dry twice, and Scott's never going to miss. He's going to end up winning 7-6.
Bet.
I need 15 to 1 odds.
Okay. Bet for 50.
Well, he already shot, and I didn't have a chance to say anything. Dylan says he has it at max capacity for his volume, and it sounds fine. So, yeah, it might be a little low. We don't want to hurt your ears, Dylan. You still have a long way to go.
We're also only about 5 feet from the pool table, and we don't want the players to hear us.
Yeah.
Fuck these players. I don't care if they hear me.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to say that. All right, now that Brandon has shot it, now we could talk like this, and we could be fine. Like we could talk the entire time. You'd be able to hear it, but guess what? The players would be able to hear it as well. And when we say, "How can you be so stupid to shoot that ball like that?" We'll get dirty looks, and we'll be asked to stop.
Thank you.
So we can't do that. Oh, sorry, Tim. I see the name. I want to protect your ears, too. Your older ears, so it has more wear on.